at the age of 32 I'm going to have to get a full hip replacement. I don't think I'll ever not appreciate walking ever again. My name's Graeme, I'm 32, and I've had Crohn's disease for around about 12 years. I used to always get these knots in my stomach when I was nervous, and that is where the pain started. I was beginning to lose weight. I was having diarrhea all the time, extreme stomach cramps. My hair and my teeth began to fall out. I had thrush all the way inside my throat, and I was on the edge of death. I think there was one story in particular which made me realise how much control I have over Crohn's. I had to go to the toilet, and it was so painful, and I was so weak that I began to crawl along the floor to get to this toilet, and I didn't make it. It just came, and it was everywhere, up the wall, all over my dressing gown, all over the floor, and I just burst into laughter and just looked at myself and went, this is ridiculous, look at the state of me. They say laughter is the greatest medicine, and it's so true, because what it made me realise is I may have Crohn's disease, but it's not who I am, and I'm not going to let it win, so I'm just going to laugh at it. It's one of the very few times in my life that I've actually had a suicidal thought. There's no way I'm going to be able to live with this and manage this and cope with this. I'm going to have to kill myself. Nah, I can't. This can't be my life. And I still feel guilty to this day that I even thought that, knowing how life-changing and actually how proud I was of having this bag eventually, because within days I realised not only was I in no pain at all, but I felt amazing. The best I had felt was since I was 18. Eventually, after about a year, I decided to get it reconnected. One of the things that's still affecting me to this day, unfortunately, is the heavy use of steroids. They can have horrendous side effects. Avascular necrosis is what's happened to me, and now means that at the age of 32 I'm going to have to get a full hip replacement. I don't think I'll ever not appreciate walking ever again, but I'm not able to do the things that I want to do. I can't drive my car, I can't just go and see a mountain if I want to. So emotionally it's extremely draining, and I've had to really dig deep to try and remain my upbeat, positive self. Humour is, I think, been my biggest ally. And you realise that you win. You know, you'll never let it get on top of you. You'll never let it defeat you, because if you're able to laugh at it, you'll always be a step ahead. If I were speaking to somebody who's just diagnosed, I would just say it is about to get a whole lot better. Don't believe that this is your life now, because it isn't. Everyone who suffered Crohn's who I've spoken to have always been in that place, and they've always come out of it. I remember thinking I was alone, and actually I wasn't. And speaking to people and talking about it helped me massively, because there is such a stigma around it, considering where it is and what it's about. You know, it's about diarrhea. A lot of the time people are quite shy to talk about it. As soon as you get the conversation going, it becomes normal, and that's what we want to do. We want people to feel comfortable enough not to wait like I did. You have no idea how good you're going to feel when it does get better, and it will happen.